Hello and welcome to a new backcountry snowpack summary for the North Shore Mountains, brought to you by North Shore Rescue on Friday, January 21st, 2022. The story today is not so much about what happened this week, which is not much really, but a little bit more about what's coming. You may have looked at the weather forecast and, heading into the weekend, looks like we're going to have a little bit of sun, and then those temperatures are going up and down with, daytime highs above freezing and nighttime lows below freezing. And maybe you've had visions of fast travel on a supportive crest, and now you're polishing your micro spikes, hoping that this weekend will finally be the weekend where you crush the fastest known time for winter travel on the Howe Sound Crest Trail. If that's the case, then hold your ponies a little bit, because there is a little bit more to know about that weather forecast. So if we're looking at this meteogram here, you can see that the temperatures do oscillate. Nighttime goes about to -4 and about +4 during the daytime. But these temperatures are at model elevation, which in this case is 900 meters. Now, if we add the temperatures at roughly 1400 meters, then you get a completely different story. So what you notice is that the temperatures are inverted, which means that it actually gets warmer as we gain elevation. And if you're looking at Saturday night, we're looking at 900 meters will be somewhere around -4, but 1400 meters is going to be somewhere around +8, according to this model anyways. So this crazy inversion and warm temperatures up high has prompted Avalanche Canada to issue a special avalanche warning for the weekend. Now, the South Coast and the North Shore have been left out of this avalanche warning. But, seeing this way, let's imagine you're sitting in your backyard and sipping a cold drink, and you notice a meteorite approaching. The fact that the meteorite looks like it's lined up towards your neighbor's house and not yours should not be enough to reassure you to the point that you'd be happy staying put and finishing your drink. So we're definitely heading into the weekend with a little bit of extra caution. And once again, we are giving sort of springtime travel advice. So stay on supportive crest. Time your travels so that you hit the slopes before the sun has had a chance to really break down the crest, and get out of there before you start sinking up to your crotch and slurpee. Stay well away from cornices, and also if you arrive up high and you realize that there was no crest recovery overnight because of the inversion, just turn around and get out of avalanche terrain. We've had some great success earlier when we introduced on December 3rd a new snowpack test that was designed to test the crust. So we've decided to take another stab at research and development, and this week we'll introduce an entirely new way of looking at snow profile. So stick around for the snowpack discussion. Just like for any profile, site selection is really critical. So you want to have a nice solar aspect that gets plenty of sunshine. Now, we talked about this in the intro, and this weekend solar aspect might actually be better avoided. So you want to make sure that you pick like a small low angle slope with no overhead hazard, essentially not in avalanche terrain. Now, if you look at the snow, you'll notice very quickly that it's isothermal. All of this is really moist. But if you go down about maybe 50, 60 centimeters, this down here is the snow that was giving us such amazing skiing in December. And if you taste it, you'll find that it actually kept a remarkable nice sweetness to it. So what you want to do is take about, maybe a third of a cup or a quarter cup of this snow, and you put it into a shaker. Have a little bit more here. That should be good. And then we're going to add an ounce of rum, a little bit of lemon sour. And now, when you come up to the surface, you might actually still be able to find remnants of the January sixth freezing rain crust, right? So you want to take a little bit of that. Now be careful because this is going to add quite a bit of bitterness to your drink, so you don't want to overdo it because you'll just ruin everything. So I'll just put a tiny bit here. Ginger syrup, not too much. And the final touch is a little bit of freshly grated nutmeg. And I find that this really brings out the nice subtropical notes of the Pineapple Express. Give it a good shake. And there you have it. I call it a sour skier, and it's arguably the best use you can make of the snow that's on the ground right now. So it does look like this weather pattern is going to stick around for a little while. So tune in again next week when we pimp up a Bloody Caesar with the tears of a snowboarder. Stay safe and see you next week. Ah, that's too much crust. Do we have like something sweet like Malibu or Kahlua or something?
Get away, get away, get away.